Good day, everyone. Are you tired of lining up at the bus station just to buy a ticket? Just imagine how it feels to be stuck in a long queue at the bus station, especially during peak hours, weekends, or festive seasons. It is worse when you don't have time to wait in line and all you can do is just stand there worrying about missing your bus. Well, to solve this problem, we would like to introduce bus seat reservation system that our group designed together. Basically, this system is created to make buying bus ticket faster, easier, and more convenient. In this fast-paced society, time really matters. Many passengers feel frustrated, wasting time and energy standing in long queues at ticket counters, and expect technology can help them to simplify their daily lives. The main goal of our system is to give users a smooth and hassle-free booking experience. With this system, users can quickly check seat availability, choose their preferred seats in advance, and complete the payment in just a few steps. Our system comes with two main features, and within them, there are 9 functions. Each option leads to a different screen, making the system simple and user-friendly. First, we have a init seat function, which will initialize the array. All seats will include a space before the seat number. Second, the seat availability status is distinguished using different symbols. We use a hash symbol to indicate a reserved seat. Furthermore, the seats are displayed in a format similar to a real bus layout, which make the interface more familiar and allow the user to recognize which seats are available and which seats are already booked. If you have any problem, you can just cancel the ticket anytime. Next, you can make a payment by choosing the method you prefer. The system supports QR payment as one of the options. In our program, this is shown as a simulated feature. However, considering some users aren't used to that, you can also go with cash. After you have paid for the ticket, the system will show the change so that the whole process is smooth and simple. We also use an equal symbol to indicate a paid seat. So that's the introduction to our system. Next, I will hand it over to my teammates to demonstrate the program. Thank you.
And now I'll be talking about the initial seats and cancel seats. For the initial seats and cancel seats, we will declare a prototype at the above. And now we have looking for the initial seats here. Okay, for the first one, we declare the array such as I is the 12 and 4 is the j. So we will do for looping, which means the row will be displaced. The seats will be displaced out with 12 row and 4 column. And the seats, we will declare the array of the seats. It will come to a space. This is because that after the show seats and booking seats will have some changes, and this space will for use for the show seats after that.
Thank you, Dustin. Hello everyone, I'm Dan Hongli. Now I will explain about the show seats function. This function will run when we choose option 1 in main menu. Then I will explain how the bus seats show like this at this part. First, we declare I and j as an integer and column as a character. Then we set up a for loop with I equals to 0, I less than 12, and I plus 1. As the inner loop, we set up the for loop with j equals to 0, j less than 4, and j plus 1. Inside this for loop, if j equals to 0, the column will become character A, else if j equals to 2, the column will become character B, else the column will become character C. After that, if I plus 1 is less than 10, and if j is equal to 1, it will display a field of space at here. Else, it will display the bracket and the symbol that's stored in the seat with I and j in the array. Also with I plus 1 and the column. If I plus 1 is not less than 10, and if j is equal to 1, it also will show some space at here. If not equal to 1, it also will show the blanket and the symbol stored in the array seats with I and j continue with I plus 1 and colon. For the example, if I equals to 0 and j equals to 0, 2, since j equals to 0, the column will become character A. And since I equals to 0, I plus 1 equals to 1 is less than 10, and j is equals to 0, so it will run this code. It will display the blanket and display the symbol that's stored in the array seats with I and j. Since we have initialized all of the symbol in the array seats as the base, so it will show the space at here. Then it will display I plus 1, which is 1. And also a space at here, and continue with the column, which is character A. After the bus seat at here, it also will show the 3 symbol we have and its meaning, which is the space means seat available, hashtag symbol means the seat book, And also, the equal symbol means the seed pair. It will back to the main menu immediately. Now, I will explain about the next function, which is book seed function. It will run when we choose option 2 at the main menu. First, we declare row j and n's as the integer and call as a character. Then it will start with a do-while function. First, it will display please enter the seeds you want to choose and allow users to type in the seed code they want to book. First, users need to type in the row with the range 1 to 12. If up to this range, it will show invalid option, please enter again. If the input is in the range 1 to 12, it will run to the next do-while loop, which is the column ABC. As the example, I type in 13 at here, it will show invalid option, please enter again, and I need to type in again until I type in the valid option. I type in 1 at here, then it will show column A or B or C, and I need to type in A, B, or C. If not these 3 characters, it will show invalid option, please enter again. As the example, I type in B, it will show this. So I type in A as the example, it will show you have successfully booked the seat 1A. After we type in the column, if co equals to character A, the J will become 0, and else if co equals to character B, J will become 2, else J will become 3. If the symbol stored in the array sys row -1 and J equals to hashtag symbol or equal symbol, it will show story unavailable. Else, the symbol stored in the array sys row -1 and J will become hashtag symbol, and it will show you have successfully booked the seat. Continue with the row and column. As the example, I type in 1 in the row and A as a column. So it will show 1A. After that, it will show do you want to book for another seat. If you want, please enter 1. If user enter 1 at here, the function will run again. If user type in the input except from 1, it will back to the main menu immediately, because this do-while loop is repeat when n is equals to 1. For the example, I press 1 at here. It will tell me, please enter the seat you want to choose again. I try to type in 1A seat code again. It will show sorry unavailable because this seat is already booked by the user. If we type in the input except from 1, it will back to the main menu. Let's check with option 1. Look, seat 1A, the symbol is become hashtag, which means seat booked. That's all from me. Now I will pass back to Nelson to continue the presentation. Thank you.
And now we look for cancel seats. Okay, first we declare initials row J and the answers. J is for the up one for the before that I mentioned the column for the column row. And we declare a column, character column. So now we will have do while, which means we will loop. And here we will put out please enter the seat you want to cancel for displays 1. And now I will enter code is see out row from 1 to 12. We assume the rows of the bus will have 12 row. And we will enter the row here and we check the statement. If here now we check the statement, which means if got invalid options, please enter again, which means if my range of value is from 1 to 12, if I enter number from maybe 13 or 0, it will display invalid option, please enter again. And while row 1 to row 12, what row smaller than 1 and rows bigger than 12, which means if the row is smaller than 1 or bigger than 12, this all inside will be displayed again. We'll repeat, continue repeat. And here the do while, another do while for the column part. Just now the upper one is for the row part. Now is for the column part. And here we display our column ABC because we have 3 rows. We have 3 columns. Sorry, we got 3 columns. And here we enter the column. And here also same, check the statement. If like the column is not equal to A and not equal to B or not equal to C, we will display invalid option, please enter again. So while this also same. So if not A or B or C, here the inside the do while here will repeat again invalid options, please enter. And here now means if the column is equal to A, so the J is equal to 0, which means the first row is A, and the second one B. If column equal to B and the J will be second, is because we use the we means the bus have 1 row on the left and 2 rows and 1 column at the left and 2 column at the right. So which means I use J equals to 2 because we will have the passenger lane for the J1. J equals to 1 is the passenger lane, so we will skip to the second column, which means J is 2. And if not, if like the row column is C, so the J will equals to 3. And now here, if seat equals to row, if seats row -1J, it will become the punctuation of this. And if not, and this part here, which means the check statement, also the same check statement. If the seat have already been booked, have been booked, so it will display out this punctuation. It will display this punctuation. If the seat is equal, it's like having space like that, only space, which means the seat have cancelled successfully. And the seat, if it become equal, is already paid, and else is not booking yet. So here now we will ask you again, like, do you want to cancel another booking? Like if you book more than one seat, and you can cancel another book seat. And if you want, please enter 1. Then this is the answer. We enter the answer, enter 1. Then while answer equals to 1, it will repeat again. So now I will show the command prompt part. Like before we need to cancel a seat, we need to book seat first. Like book a seat is number 2. So we will choose number 2, and we will select the rows like 3, the third row, and B. Now here we display out the seat 3B is successfully booked. And now I will book another seat like 2C. And if I press others, it will exit. Right, I press 0, it will exit to the menu there, and I can select the option for cancel now. Now I book for 3B and 2C already. Now I cancel the seat. Like we enter again 3, row 3, and B. So this seat has been cancelled successfully. Yeah, it will display already. So, and it will ask again, do you want to cancel another seat? So I press 1 to continue, and I cancel the seat, which is 2C. So the 2C has been successfully cancelled. So now if I don't want, again I will exit, press 0 or any other numbers, and I press 5 for exit. So it will display thank you for using the system. Okay, so now here is the part of initial seats and cancel seats. And now I will pass to Owe to explain about his point of view. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Owe Jian. I will continue to explain about the payment part. Before we make a payment, we will book a seat first. Let's choose 2A, and another is 4C. Okay. Let's make a payment. Inside this payment menu, it will show the seat that I book, which is 2A and 4C, and the total number is 2. And then you do have 2 payment options, which is QR payment and cash payment. For this time, I will use QR payment. Inside the QR payment menu, it will show the total amount, which is 60 ringgit. For our system, we set each seat is 30 ringgit. So for 2 seats, it will be 60 ringgit. And please scan the QR code inside this area. It will show the QR code, but due to we are a simple and small program, so we didn't include the real QR code in our system. After scanning the QR code, it will show payment successful. And for now, I will book another seat and use cash to make payment. 6A and B, and another maybe is 11C. So inside the display menu, the equal sign in front of 2A and 4C means that the seat have already paid. And the rest like 6A, 10B, 11C have a hashtag sign, which means the seat have already booked but not paid yet. Let's move on to make a payment. So for this 3 seat, we choose cash. So 3 seat will be 90 ringgit. We enter maybe 145 cents. So the balance will be 10 ringgit and 45 cents. And let's back to the display menu. In this display menu, it shows that all the seats we booked have already paid. So if we continue with the payment, it will show total number is 0 for seat book. And now I will do some error checking. We book a seat first, maybe 2C, and make a payment. So for this option, the system only accept 1 or 2. If we enter other than that, maybe like 5, it will show invalid choice, or like -1, also invalid, -2, invalid, 0, invalid. So the user can only enter 1 or 2. And inside this cash payment menu, the user can only enter the amount bigger than 30 ringgit. If the user enter like 20 ringgit, it will show please pay the full amount. If like negative amount, like -30, it will also show the same message, please pay the full amount. If pay 0, also same message. So the user must pay more than 30 ringgit. More than or equal than 30 ringgit, like maybe 31, and the balance is 1 ringgit. So that's all for our system demonstration. In conclusion, this system allows users to view, book, or cancel a seat and also make payment for their seat. This system is simple and user-friendly so that everyone can understand and use it. Therefore, we recommend this system to anyone who want to try a simple bus ticketing system. So that's all for our presentation. Thank you.